Alright, what's up everybody out there? Artist of Strong Style here. Alright, here I got a deck for you guys. It's called the Swordsoul. Swordsoul's a wyrm deck. Has its own synchro, so it's most likely a synchro deck. And Swordsoul pretty much works with any kind of wyrm deck. Like it has its pure way. And then for me, what I decided to run with is the Draco way. Because Dracos are worms. And it's pretty fun when you do it with the Dracos. Now, it's been almost about, I don't know, maybe a year or so since I've done this deck. But yeah, within every due time, 6 months or so, I will just redo the deck and show you guys exactly how it is, from how it looks a bit different to maybe similar. But that's because, of every ban list that comes out for what's allowed to play, what you can play, what you cannot play, what you could do a minimum, you could do a semi-limitum, semi-unlimited. You know how the rules are. Within, each time you're going to switch your deck around because of what the rules are. If anything, changes. And then, of course, yeah, we're in the year of 2024 now. So, Swordsoul. Alright, here we go. First off with the Swordsouls, you're going to go with 3 Swordsoul Moe. Now, a wyrm, water. If this card has no more special summon, you can reveal 1 Swordsoul card or a wyrm monster in your hand. Special summon 1 Swordsoul token, wyrm, tuner. So, you're going to give yourself a token and it becomes a tuner. When you synchro summon this, with your Moe, you get to draw 1 card. Instant already, just summon, reveal, get yourself a token, synchro to make a level 8 instantly, and then, as well as also, you'll be able to draw a card. One of my favorites right here is the Strategist. Here's what Strategist does. You can discard 1 card of a Swordsoul or other wyrm monster, special summon him. You're going to give yourself a token as well, of a level 4. This automatically makes a level 10, because you're making level 10s in here. Instantly, straight like that. When you synchro summon and you synchro summon with him, sent to the graveyard, you're going to give your opponent 1200 points of damage. Instantly, shit like that. And only once per turn. Even though if you have that many you can do, nah. Do 1200 points of damage to your opponent. Only once per turn. And then last but not least, the Tae is a wyrm. Banish 1 Swordsoul card or wyrm monster from your graveyard. Special summon 1 Swordsoul token of a tuner. Special summon a tuner. Well, this card is on the monster zone. Yeah. The player who is summoned cannot be special summoned from their extra deck, except synchro monsters. If this card is sent to the graveyard as synchro material, you can send 1 Swordsoul card or wyrm monster from your deck to the graveyard, which basically you don't want to do. Anyways, I don't really use her as much. I only use her with the effect of Swordsoul Strategist. Now, okay, the true Dracos. We'll go with first, Maiden. Now, here's the cool thing about the Dracos. Okay, they are by 1 tribute. Here's the thing about the true Dracos. You can tribute summon these by continuous spell or trap cards you control. You can count that as a tribute. So instead of tributing 1 monster, because, yeah, it's a level 5, 1 tribute. No, you can tribute 1 face-up, magic, or trap as a continuous and count that as your tribute. So yeah, tribute 1. Send 1 of your continuous face-up or magic or trap, send it to the graveyard, and count this as your tribute. So your tribute is your spell card or trap card, continuous. So, tribute, special summon out, Maiden. When you have Maiden, then when your opponent activates a card or a card effect, your opponent, while you control this card, tribute summon monster, you can add 1 true Draco monster from your deck added to your hand. So you're searching for your monsters. Then there's Igniseat. Same thing. Remember, even if it's a level 5, 1 tribute, so count as your continuous magic or trap as your tribute. Anytime a card or effect would activate your opponent controls while you control Ignis Heat, this searches for a Draco card. Spell card. And then Dino Knight is the same exact thing. Tribute, a magic or trap, continuous face up. You search for a trap card. Same exact thing. So monsters, magic, trap card. They all have searches. So you search for your monster, you search for your magic, you search for your trap of the two Dracos. And then the only monsters is Ecclesia. A spellcaster. Now, this is the only monster that's not a worm, but this is going to work for your deck. If your opponent controls more monsters than you can special summon Ecclesia. Now, this is a tuner as well. Here's the thing. Also, you can special summon, Ecclesia once per turn. This way. You can only use the following effects of Ecclesia once per turn. During the main phase, quick effect, you can special summon. You can tribute this card, special summon one Sword Soul monster, or Fallen of Albas, but you're not playing Fallen of Albas, you're playing by the Sword Soul. Special summon it from your deck, or hand. During the end phase, if you fusion summon a monster was sent to the graveyard by this card, you can add this from your graveyard right back to your hand. So your only monster that is not a worm, it is a tuner. So kind of like a little Cyber Dragon. Your opponent has more monsters than you, special summon it. Like special summon Cyber Dragon. Now that's all for the monsters. Now for the magic cards. Okay. Sword Soul Emergence. Sword Soul Emergence. Add one Sword Soul monster from your deck, so it's most likely the reinforcements to the army to the Sword Souls. Now, if you control a Synchro monster and you play Sword Soul Emergence, you can search for any worm because it's searching for a worm. So your worm, Sword Soul, since they are worms. But if you control a Synchro and you play this, you can search for a True Draco because they're worms. Only once per turn. So your searcher. Now, okay, these are the True Draco magic cards. Now, this is what's interesting about them. So you're going to go first, the Heritage, and then you're going to go with the Disciple. Let me explain. I'll explain each one. Remember, continuous. If a spell card of a continuous trap card, continuous spell card. If a spell card will be thrown away, sent to the graveyard, you destroy one magic or trap on the field. It's an MST effect. If they get sent, you'll destroy a magic or trap on the field. Now, first Heritage. When that's on the field, for as long as that's on the field, when it comes to your turn, each time a True Draco would be sent to the graveyard, you get to draw a card for as many cards as is thrown away. Disciple. When that's on the field, if you have three different names, three cards that are named True Draco in your graveyard, get those three, put it back to your deck, shuffle, draw one card. Now it's sort of like a plus because I'll play Disciple. It is in my hand. Count this as my one tribute. Play my True Draco, and remember, anytime a spell card to be thrown away, destroy a magic or trap on the field. So it's like a +2. +1, this is your one tribute to summon it out. +2, destroy a magic or trap on the field. And yes, there you go. So, discard, because of your 1 tribute, but you have heritage. 1 was thrown away, so you get to draw 1 card. And then for your other magic cards, your Harpy's Feather Duster, 2 Raigeki, 1, 2, 3 Book of Moons, and a Monster Reborn. Now for traps, okay, first, Sword Soul Blackout. What Sword Soul Blackout does, target 1 war monster you control, and 2 cards your opponent controls, destroy them. And this card is banished. You can special summon 1 Sword Soul token of a level 4. Only once per turn. This is like an Icarus attack to the Winged Beast. Except Sword Soul Blackout is for the worms. And it does not say Sword Soul. Any worm. So you can even hit your True Dracos if you want. Now, okay. True King's Return and True Draco Apocalypse. Now, I will explain what the trap cards do. If you send away a trap card, or your opponent sends away, remember, this is your opponent. Even if your opponent Harpy Feather Dustered, they're gonna go. Remember, they'll get the effects. Remember, I told you what a spell card does. Destroys a magic or trap. What a trap card does, it destroys a monster. True Draco Apocalypse, when that's on the field, you can, on your opponent's turn, you can tribute. As long as you're tributing to play a True Draco, the attack will be cut in half. That's True Draco Apocalypse. Or you can tribute this card, put the monsters in attack with half attack. True Draco's Return is their Monster Reborn. You can target 1 True Draco from your graveyard, special summon it. In defense position, but the effect's negated. Not a bad idea. And you keep on summoning this back. This went from 1 to it's back at 3, but I'm still only using 1. Even if you have these face down, your opponent's going to Harpy's Feather Duster. Okay, sent away. Fine. Remember, trap cards. Destroy a monster on the field. So yeah, when you have these out, this is what you're doing. You're equipping. You're putting cards on your spell and trap card zone. Here's what gets fun about them. I have this in my hand. Okay, I have my Knight. Tribute. Counts as my 1 tribute. Dino Knight. 1, I special summon. I summon it out. 2, I destroy a magic or trap since the spell card went away. And 3, I draw 1 card because a True Draco card was thrown to the graveyard. 1, summon. 2, destroy a magic or trap. 3, draw a card. And even if I wanted to add this in my hand, okay, I'll tribute. Summon. Draw a card because a True Draco was sent away. On my opponent's turn, return you right back because of True King's Return. Remember, search for your magic cards, search for your trap cards. It's fun to do. And again, I tell you, every single deck profile, I'm not a competitive player. I like to play for fun. And then my last two trap cards is just Waterfall of the Dragon Souls. Activate, add one worm-type monster from your deck to your hand. Does not say any. Doesn't have to be what. It's just a worm. Does not say it has to be a true Draco. Doesn't have to say a sword soul. Search for whatever you want. Now, okay, let's go with the extra deck. Alright, so Sword Souls have their special synchro monsters like the Grandmaster Shizuizo. It's a level 8, so it's instantly to make your level 8. When this is synchro summoned, you can add from your hand or banish one Sword Soul card from your deck. Quick effect. You can banish one Sword Soul card or worm monster in your hand or graveyard, target one other effect monster on the field, negate its effects. Basically, you're not doing that. You're just going to go with the effect of searching for a Sword Soul monster. Then there's the Supreme Cheng. I think that's to say it correctly. It's a level 10. Remember, I told you, level 10s is not hard to do. Just use your strategist. Discard one, special summon the strategist, bring out a level 4. That's to make a 10. This is one of them. He's not considered the best one of me, but at least, it's a good 3,000 attacker because I wouldn't really depend on a lot. But for each banished card in your graveyard gains 100 attack. It gains 100 attack. And monsters your opponent controls lose 100 attack. So you gain attack, your opponent's going to lose attack. If this card would be destroyed by a card effect, you can banish one card from your graveyard instead to keep it alive. Only once per turn. Now the reason why I would say it's not so good, well, yeah, it is good, but what I depend on more is their Sinister. The Sinister. Sword Soul Sinister. If you synchro summon another worm monster while this card is on the field, you can draw one card. So if you just had a worm out first, so let's just say this was out first, and you make your synchro to make your Sinister. One was played before this, draw a card. That's not the other effect. I'll read the second effect. If your opponent special summons a monster except during damage step, you can banish one of those monsters. And if you do, inflict 1,200 points of damage to your opponent. While your opponent activates a spell or trap card, quick effect, you can banish that card. And if you do, inflict 1,200 points of damage to your opponent. You're going to burn your opponent with damage with these monsters. And it's a good 29 beat sticker. Level 10s, I'm telling you, it's not hard. Don't think it's hard, because it's not. Then there's the Berserker. Then there's Red Dragon Archery. I don't know why I have it in here, but it's the Ying Zing. Rudy Rose Dragon. And then to make another level 10, this is a big one right here, is the Baron de Fleur. So yeah, some have so the Sword Souls have some of their own synchro monsters, and then it's not bad to put these other ones, especially Baron de Fleur. Very, very popular, very, very powerful synchro monster. So yeah, in your hand, send away, special summon, level 4 token, synchro to make a 10 already. Maybe you want to go into your Sinister or go Bear on the floor. When sent to the graveyard, inflict 1200 points of damage to your opponent. Muy. In your hand, reveal to your opponent since you have a wyrm. Summon it out. Give yourself a level 4 token. Synchro. To go into an 8. Sent away. Draw a card. Search. And you do have a wyrm in here already. Send away. Special summon. Level 4. Synchro. 1200 points of damage. And then if you want to bring out your Deflor, or you can bring out Sinister. It's just a fun deck. I love it. Fun deck. So yeah, always. You never see me using Ash Blossoms, the Infinite Impermanences, Evac Veilers, Nibiru's. I won't use it. But yeah, swordsoul. And then using it a bit with the True Dracos, since they're wyrms as well. Not a top tier deck. Well, it can if you're playing competitive, but for me it's not. But I like to play and then do the effects of what the True Dracos do. So, swordsoul, True Draco. Wyrm deck, synchro deck, and that's what I love to do. My number one thing is to synchro. Link is not my type of thing, but of course, yeah, you saw like my Tri-Brigade, it's Link. I got no choice but to Link. Because that's the whole point of the deck, of linking. But yeah, swordsoul, True Draco, synchro deck. So, hope you guys enjoyed this. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll do a test hands as always after I do a deck profile, so you guys can see how the deck is. I will speak to y'all later. Peace.